We are in the final stretch of Morning Rush this morning, which basically means if you are not done with what you're doing in the house because you got distracted by us, like, I don't blame you, but your boss may not understand, which might get you into trouble. It is a beautiful Wednesday morning, a beautiful International Women's Day out there. And of course, we are going to be reminding you throughout the day. Our theme for this year is, of course, embrace equity. So for all the women out there, whatever it is it means to you, translate it into your day-to-day, and let's push this agenda forward. Now, when we talk about women in the entertainment industry who have given it chiremerera, it is impossible not to mention the name of Edith We Utonga, a phenomenon in herself. In the industry, they love to call her Mama Bass. Edith, welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for
inviting me. You caught me by surprise. I had to find out you were around by other means. Really?
I mean, I was busy. Yeah. A lot was happening.
There's a lot to catch up on.
A lot to catch up on.
Is this your first time back since post-COVID?
Well, I've been back in August, and we're just launching a music and development project. Came in, launched, and left.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So technically, this was your
This was my first really visit to come and see everyone and try to do more work.
Now, for those who are not aware, she had run away from us. She had gone to America.
I was in the UK and I was studying in London.
Yeah.
So.
And then, see, I have so many things to talk to you about. But let's start off with 2021.
Yeah.
You made history.
Yeah.
Tell us about that moment. What happened and how did you feel as a Zimbabwean black female musician?
Well, I was appointed the Vice President of the International Federation of Musicians, FIM, which is our office based in France. And I became the first African woman to take that position. And this is an organization that has over 65 members from all over the world, the UK, the Americas, South America, Australia, and everyone is in there. They're all musicians' unions. And I was voted to be the vice president, so I'm basking.
Bask away. But what did that moment do for you?
I think the first thing is, while a lot of people would enjoy the title, I think for me, it was sitting and then soaking in the responsibility that comes with it, the decisions that come with the position, and I suppose also not staying at home and traveling the world, meeting various unions, addressing the challenges that the musicians worldwide are facing, and understanding that this role is helping me make a difference in people's lives because my input is considered in everything that this position comes with. Yeah.
Now, you've had years of experience as a musician leading you up to this post.
Yeah.
What were some of the similarities that immediately struck out for you in terms of the challenges not just musicians face, but also female musicians and African female musicians face on a global scale?
I think the issues of equality still come across every sphere, every spectrum, every situation, environment that you come up with. And you realize that for these issues to be addressed, at some point, I think we need to just look at them as one issue that's affecting every other country. And for us to make a decision and make a deliberate effort to make sure we address this, we need to address it as a challenge that's affecting everyone. It doesn't matter whether you're in the first, second, or third world. The issue is the same, of equality and of being, I suppose, suppressed in some instances, of being abused in others, and of not being given that opportunity where you want to take it, but the circumstances are saying you cannot have it. We see you want it, but you are not going to have it. And even when you want to speak up and make a decision, people are saying, but So from having it within the setup of the union in Zimbabwe, carrying this title has come with a lot of, poking, abuse, and a lot of things just to pull me down and to make me feel like, I should just give it up and stay at home and be the mother to my children. But no, because women are, patient and women will endure. I think that is why the Zimbabwe Musicians Union, for instance, has survived this for the past 7 years since inception.
Now let's go back to the artist side of you. Just what was your first memory with the guitar?
We were stuck coming from Wange with the all-female band Amakosi guys from Amakosi, and while we waited for a relief car, the instruments were in the car, on the bus. Everyone was taking a walk, and it was so hot. And those insects, and I didn't want to go out. And the bass guitar was in there, and I was thinking, what does she play when I'm singing? Because my role was to compose, be the lead singer, and arrange the music. And so I started fiddling around, finding my way, singing, and then thinking, but she sounds like this. That was my first encounter, and I fell in love. But it also then made me realize that every time I'm composing a song for the band, I always start with the bass guitar, influenced by the rumba that I would listen to, by the Afro souls that my uncles would listen to, and that was 2005.
How did that particular moment change your life?
I told myself, if I could play this and still be able to sing, I'll be the wild thing that people have ever seen on stage. And so when you watch me on stage, sometimes I lose it. Daddy Tuku said to me, Mwanangu, you play your guitar solo and you sing, but sometimes kuba. And I get stolen for real. Sometimes I wake up thinking, oh, I'm on stage and there's the audience, but I'm in my own world. So, yeah.
Now, your family is fairly artistic.
Yeah.
How did growing up in that environment influence who you've become today, and how do you help that knowledge will help you change the world in a nutshell?
I think being allowed to be. I come from a very big family. My parents, especially on my mom's side, is a family of 10. The uncles, my grandparents, my grandmother, everyone was in the choir in the church, and we knew harmonies when we were very young. And that on its own, being allowed to sing, make a discord and be corrected, is something that just let us grow and develop in our artistic way and creative ways.
Man, we wish you all the best, and may this role, this hat that you're wearing, may it open more doors, not just for you, but for the women in Africa and the artistic women in Africa. Have a happy International Women's Day.
Thank you so much for having me here.